talk about my summer and my summer plans. So hello everybody and welcome to another vlog. My name is Alicia and this is the Life Gets Better at 40 vlog series. I am 41 years old, living here in sunny Philadelphia. It is a beautiful day actually today in Philadelphia. The weather is chef's kiss. 78 degrees with the breeze, no humidity. Can't ask for better. But if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here, welcome back. Always feel free to stay around, hang out with me, subscribe, all those things. Okie dokie pokey. I am kicking off summer. Well, I'm not kicking off summer. Summer is kicking off this week. And I want to be very intentional about my summer. This is going to be a very different looking summer for me. I'm going to have a lot more time on my hands and I want to use my time very, very wisely. So I am archiving my summer. I am being very intentional about what I want to do, the people that are going to be in my life this summer, and just how I want to live and pull myself together going into the fall. And so I've created a list of things that I'm going to do this summer. One of the things is get my summer reading together, get my reading list together. I'm an avid reader. I've been reading since I was a child. My reading has been horrible this year between life stress, work stress. I read 30 books last year, 31 books last year. I think I've gotten through maybe 5 this year. So I'm way, way behind where I want to be. And I am a better person when I'm reading regularly, and that just has not happened. So I'm going to use this summer to get back into my reading. Last year, I did a great job about organizing my reading, creating reading lists. And so we're actually going to go to a local bookstore, pick up 2 books that are going to be part of my summer reading list. I finished Beloved, no notes on Miss Toni Morrison, 0, okay? And I've read Toni, but Beloved is like the one I've been putting off forever. Crazy that I put it off for so long because I loved it. It's going to be my one. It's going to be that one book. You know, Black women, especially who read like literature, usually have that one Toni Morrison book that they're never going to shut up about. For me, it was Sula. Now it's going to be Beloved. Probably going to read it 50 zillion trillion more times. But anywho, off Toni Morrison and into curating my summer reading list. And so I'm going to go pick up these 2 books, which is perfect because this week I'm actually going to a Black author book swap. So when I get back and get settled, I'm going to show you guys the 4 books that I'm planning to bring to the book swap and then run you through some of the books that are going to be on my reading list. Now I'm trying to keep some flexibility in this because I'm a mood reader and I know me. So there are things that I want to get through this summer, but I'm leaving room for new books, old books, when my mood hits, yada, 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 all those things. So let's go to the bookstore and we're going to figure this out. Okay, so I called about 2 books.
That's all right. Would you like a bag?
Yes, please.
No problem.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
You have a gimbal.
Yes. Okay, I made a quick pit stop to get some coffee and then a raisin Danish. Pretty good. This is just a vanilla oat milk latte, which is what I always get. But I picked up the new Walter Mosley, and I'm not a romance girl, but I am a Walter Mosley girl. So, and I don't expect for it to be traditional romance anyway, because Walter Mosley primarily writes literary fiction. So that's what I'm expecting. Literary fiction, romance tilt. And then my other forever favorite is Jasmine Ward, and she's got this is a book of essays collection. So yeah, these are the two other books on my summer reading list. Also, I'm not a Kindle girl, but in some instances I do bring out my Kindle, especially when it comes to library books. So two other books on my list, these are both nonfiction, is A Terrible Intimacy. Let's see, I don't know if the cover is going to come up quickly because I'm currently reading this one. So this is the cover here. It's A Terrible Intimacy, Interracial Life in the Slave-Holding South. I have an African American Studies degree. I read about slavery. I love history, so that's one. And then the other book on my summer reading list is Mother Emanuel, 2 Centuries of Race, Resistance, and Forgiveness in One Charleston Church. And this is the cover. So those are 4 of the actually 10 books. I think I'm going to end up with 10 books on my summer reading list, but don't quote me on that. When I get back home, we'll kind of go over that. Oh, the other one is pulls up. This is called Ghost Roots Stories. Let's see if I can get the cover to come up. And this is the cover. Hopefully you guys can hear me because there's background noise, but I also have my mic on. So yeah, that makes for 5 that I just told you about here, and I'll talk about the rest of them when I get back to the house. Ooh, I almost dropped y'all. Bye. Okay, beautiful people, I am back home from going to a local bookstore to pick up 2 books that are going to be part of my summer reading journey. Which you saw was this book by Jasmine Ward, and this book, which I started reading outside the coffee shop, by Walter Mosley, romance. Okay, so let's go through everything else that I am going to read for the summer, or I'm going to attempt to read for the summer, because like I said, I am a moody reader. So like things could change. Things will likely change. And then there's new books coming, which I haven't looked at the summer release list yet. In fact, I think I might do that. Behind me though is my very unorganized, one of my very unorganized, ugly bookshelves. That's also on my list for the summer, is to redo these bookshelves, give away some books. I've got a bookshelf here. I've got one in the living room. I've got bookshelf in my office, and I've got one bookshelf in my bedroom. I've got books in storage, all types of things. So this is the tip of the iceberg, but it's really is time for me to like organize my books, have some type of order to them, and also start to give away some books. So I am going to a book swap this week, a little bit on that later, but let's go ahead and jump into what I have in my stack to read this summer. First up is Keeper of Lost Children by Sadika Johnson. She is absolutely one of my favorites. I went to her book talk here earlier in the year, or was it last year? Baby, I don't know. And I got my book signed. Here we go. So that's on the list. I have this book, There is a Rio Grande in Heaven. I actually put this up about a month ago. From a local Black-owned book and coffee shop. So yeah, this is actually a story collection. In fact, I the brother who owns the coffee shop actually highly recommended this book, and so I'm going to give this a read. This is a new to me author. Okay, I have had Martyr on my shelf forever, and I have been told that this is a fantastic book, and I'm finally gonna give it a whirl. So we're gonna get through Martyr. This is actually gonna be a reread. Well, I've read this several times. I'm writing my novel. The novel that I'm writing is based on some events in this book, and so I know I'm gonna be back in this book. I've already papered and highlighted and everything else. But this book is called The Parker Sisters, A Border Kidnapping by Lucy Maddox. So I'm going to be in this book heavy. You guys have seen this book. You may have seen this book, but I've just finished reading Beloved. I purchased Toni at random last year. And so this book is about her time as an editor at Random House. So I'm going to read that. Gonna jump back into some Percival Everett. This is Assumption. I've read Trees and I read James, so this will be my third Percival Everett novel. I've had this book forever, and the fact that I haven't read it and I've heard so many good things about it is actually a shame. So this is Neighbors and Other Stories by Diane Oliver. So I'm gonna get through that. I've got quite a few short stories on my list, which is shocking because I'm not typically a short story girl. And then I have The Talented Rib King by Ladie Hubbard on my list. I've had this book again for a while. Just need to go ahead and get through it. And then the last book I have is on Morrison, which I started reading actually last night. So basically what I wanted to do was I wanted to read Beloved first, and then I went and opened up her chapter on Beloved last night. And I'm gonna get through the rest of them. I'm likely gonna add another Toni Morrison. I think I'm gonna do Song of Solomon next, but let's see where we get. So let's count these bad boys up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, because I showed you guys the 2 books on my Kindle. And that's what we're looking like for the summer. And while I'm here, let's talk about my summer and my summer plans. So I printed out my little summer archive list, and I sectioned it. I divided it into 5 sections. 1 is discovery, enjoying my East Coast privilege and more. The second bucket is mind, all about clearing this thing up, this noggin up here. The other is about my body. The 4th is professional development, and the 5th is write your novel. So the goal is not to overwhelm myself. The goal is to have a summer experience. And so I put things on this checklist in these categories of things that I really want to experience and do this summer. And again, this is not a race. This is not about checking everything off the box, but this is about feeling good and doing things with a sense of purpose, but also about creating my own archive. Sometimes we think of creating archives as things that you do for a family. You pull together an archive for people with kids, parents, your grandmothers, you're creating your family tree. I am single. I am 41 years old. I've been single for a very long time. I'm not having children. I'm not particularly interested in partnership right now. Like, if it happens, cool, but it's not something that I'm going after. And I had a conversation with my therapist last year, and it was a very difficult conversation to talk through because I realized that, when I leave, what's going to be left of my life? What is, because I'm not going to have any children right now. My brother and my sister don't have any children. So it's like, what is left of my family and left of us when we're gone if there aren't children? And I do not believe you need to have children in order to have a legacy. However, it made me think about my legacy and what my personal archive looks like. And I want to build that archive, but I'm starting with the summer, thinking of all the moments, the things that I want to do, and the things that I'm leaving and can check off and can say I did this summer. So those are my 5 buckets. Giving you some examples about what's in those buckets. So like for my discovery bucket, I have visit a farmer's market in PA, something outside of Philly. Okay. Take a weekday trip to the beach. Picnic in the park with a book. For my mind, I have journal daily, do my morning pages, read for an hour a day, take a walk without a phone. Crossword puzzles. I love them. I don't do them enough. I have a crossword puzzle book. Do them. Body. Long walk without a phone. Just take my watch, no phone, be in the moment. Yoga at least once a week. Cook what's at home. You got food at home. You got food at home, girl. Cook what's in that cabinet. Hike a new trail, a new to me trail. The summer is about my core. I really want to strengthen my core. I'm not talking about a flat stomach. I'm talking about strengthening my core. I have a herniated disc. My physical therapist has been saying one of the ways to help alleviate back pain is to strengthen your core. So we strengthening our core this summer, okay? So that's what things look like for me. And yeah, I'm really excited about creating this summer archive and documenting it. Okay, I'm in my car post-workout. I wanted to go in Trader Joe's, but there was a line outside the parking lot. And yeah, I'm not waiting in the parking lot of Trader Joe's. So I'm going to go in Whole Foods instead. And I just need to grab a few things. Strawberries are expensive. Okay, I'm back after my Whole Foods run. Let me tell you something. Grocery prices, babe, what are we doing? Because I left those strawberries right in that store. It was $4 for the tiniest little bag. I didn't even look at the ounces. It was like $10 for the big bag. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get it from Trader Joe's. But no, we're going to Costco. Because at this point, I just need to go ahead and make my list. I do need to get some household type things. So like, I don't buy my paper towels from Costco, but I do like buy my detergent and some cleaning products from there. So baby, we're going to Costco tomorrow because I could not make myself buy those strawberries. And I was like, oh, I'll go to Trader Joe's, but no, we're going to Costco. I'm just going to get a big bag because I've just been really in on my yogurt. I might actually get some yogurt from Costco, some Greek yogurt. The Greek yogurt I have right now is from Wegmans. So what I did was I bought one mango, babe. We're gonna have one mango today because I was not about to spend all that money on no daggone strawberries. So I bought uno mango so I can have my yogurt for my post-gym snack before I actually eat lunch. And I ended up buying a rotisserie chicken because it's Tuesdays and they're $2 off. And I bought a salad and bought some tortilla chips and some salsa because I have stuff for nachos basically. And I got some bananas and one lemon. I think I'm gonna try to make myself, I have been loving iced tea lately. I think I'm going to get a picture. I don't know what happened to my old picture. I might have to go to Home Goods tomorrow and get myself a picture because I think I'm gonna brew some iced tea. I've been drinking iced tea. These Just iced tea, which is actually, what was the name of this company before it was this? I cannot remember, but I used to drink it all the time, and I see that they pop back up. They sold the Coca-Cola, then I guess they bought themselves back or something like that. But Honest Tea, that's what it was called. But I was like, I have just been in a tea lemonade phase, so I think I'm gonna make my own iced tea lemonade with a little bit of sweetener. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna go to Costco, and then I'm probably gonna go to Home Goods or TJ Maxx and get a pitcher so I can put my tea in, and I'm gonna brew myself some nice cold tea. But right now I'm gonna make my my yogurt bowl. I'm gonna eat that, and I'm gonna get in the shower and relax because I'm not working today.
And
So after the gym, I had my yogurt with granola and a little bit of honey. It's a vanilla Greek yogurt that I got from Wegmans, which is absolutely delicious. I usually don't get the flavored, but I had a sweet tooth. So for lunch, I had the lemon poppy seed Tyler's bagged salad. I added these edamame, crunchy salted edamame that I got from Costco. Those are going to be a staple. I love them, just grabbing a handful. If you like crunchy, salty vibe, if you're like a potato chip person, that it reminds me of that. And so I put them on the salad, and then I tossed some of the Trader Joe's Green Goddess seasoning on the salad. And then this is the rotisserie chicken from Whole Foods. I think I like this rotisserie chicken better from Whole Foods better than Wegmans and Costco. I'm gonna put that out there. And then I like barbecue sauce. So I have this sweet and smoky Ray's barbecue sauce, no sugar added. I actually like this without the sugar. Like, I think Sweet Baby Ray's it's Sweet Baby Ray's. Yeah, it's too sweet. So the no sugar added version, I go for that just off bat. But this is lunch. I'm gonna have a seat, pull out my books, eat my lunch. I've got a bunch of clothes on my couch that I need to fold. So I'm going to do that and probably watch like a YouTube video. Okay, so I'm finally like sort of kind of ready to step out the house. Let me see if I can, hold on. Okay, I had to switch you guys to a taller tripod. I've been using this mini tripod, and I don't think I like it. I think the taller tripod works for now. But I'm getting ready to go to this book swap. I'm having one of those makeup days where I just don't think that it hits. But like, I don't know. It's like, I pretty much do the same type of beat every time, which I want to try to get better and a little bit more versatile in my makeup. But like, I don't even have time for that, girl, either. So that's the other part of that. Like, I don't have time for all that. However, I do want to show you guys, again, what I'm bringing to the book swap. So here is this book, The Secret Lives of Baba Segji's Wives. I love this book. I hope somebody else loves it too. This is Tia Miles' Night Flyer. Love, love, love. About Harriet Tubman. The Beauty That Remains by Ashley Woodfolk. And then a Philly native, Sadiqa Johnson. This is The Yellow Wife. Loved, 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 loved this book. Actually, her latest book is on my to read stack for the summer. So I am gonna head out now. Started at 6, it goes till 9. So I figure I'd have more than enough time to get myself together, get down there. And again, I don't know that I love the makeup today. Like, I feel like there's more blush here, there's blush here. I'm gonna fix that, because that's fixable. But like, I don't know. We just going with it. So I think I'm gonna try to go somewhere for dinner since I'm already gonna be out. But TBD on where that is. I'm gonna be in South Philly. So I don't know. We'll see. Hello, everybody, and happy Juneteenth. It is Juneteenth afternoon. I was gonna say morning. It's not the morning, it's the afternoon. And I am getting ready to, okay, I got my gym bag with me, but I actually need to go to the running store first. I'm going on a hike tomorrow, and I realized I have hiking boots, but I don't really want to wear boots. I want to wear sneakers. So I'm trying to see if I can find, and I have some like all-weather Vomeros that I can wear, but they're just not, for a long hike, they aren't comfortable. So I want to see if I can find like a cross-trainer type of sneaker that I can use for like long walks and hikes and trails, because that's also something on my summer list this year, is to get out in nature a lot more, do a lot more hiking. So this is not just for tomorrow. This is something I've needed to do for a while now. So I'm gonna go over to that store. While I'm there, I might get downtown, I might get something to eat. I got my book with me. I hear there's an Estee Lauder truck down somewhere in Rittenhouse Square, and I want to see if I can get matched for a different color foundation. So yeah, I'm gonna get in the car, do that, because I packed my gym bag, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna go to the gym, but I'm gonna park at my gym, and then I can walk. Okay, so I'm gonna try this Brooks on, and then he recommended a Nike shoe, which is interesting. Going out to, oh gosh, it was about 45 minutes away from here. Great.
Yeah. Yeah, give these a try. I'll be right back.
And these definitely have more room. Nikes feel a lot lighter. They're not as heavy as the Brooks. And that's actually making me think I'm gonna go with the Nike. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with the Nikes because they are so much lighter. These Brooks are like bricks. They're cute, they're comfortable, but they're so heavy. I think I'm gonna go with the Nikes. They just make a lot more sense in the heat. Okay, happy Saturday. In fact, it is Saturday morning. I am just pulled up to a Fort Washington Park, I think it's called, and I'm going on a hike with Hike and Hill. It's summer solstice. It is actually a beautiful day for a hike. Like, it's not too hot, not too cold. I should just say not too hot, because that's what would mostly be the issue for me, is that it's not too hot. So yeah, we're supposed to get started at 9. I actually got up pretty early and took my time. I'm a little annoyed because I can't find my couldn't find my hiking bag. So I have a bag that I don't really even want to use, but I don't really have a choice. It's a 4-mile hike, so it's not too super long or too intense. But yeah, it should be fun. It should be a good time.
So happy to be able to have this beautiful beginning of a new season in community, outside, getting grounded, connecting with ourselves and each other. It's just going to be a great day. So we are here courtesy of Free People Movement.
Yeah.
Some of our looks.
Yes.
All of our beautiful hike hosts are, fitted, outfitted with Free People Movement, from head to toe. So we're really grateful. So if you look extra cute today, it's because of Free People.
Your girl makes crab butter.
But it's sped it up. I don't know why.
Erica. Huh?
Okay, so we're at the halfway point of this hike, and we just went a little uphill, and so I am feeling it, but it's actually really pretty out here. And there is a hawk watch here, so I'm gonna spin y'all around and see here. It's pretty cool. I didn't even know this was here.
Notice if one way is easier than the other. Question why that is. We'll never know.
So if you could just read your affirmation, we'll just close it out in a circle. Mine says,
Bro.
Jesus. Be poised. There is nothing that can stop you when you're aligned with your truth. Trust in your path.
Okay, good people. Have wrapped up the hike with Hike and Heal, in partnership with Free People Movement, and showing you the little hat that we got. It's so cute. Anywho, decided to pull up to the farmers market. This is a farmers market that I went to last year, and it's around the corner from where we were doing the hiking. So I was like, I cannot not stop by. Especially since I know I'm going to be sitting in traffic on the way back. So it's like, let's make it worth my while. And I bought a shopping bag with me, because I kind of figured we were close. So I didn't want to miss the opportunity. So I'm going to go and see what I can find. Diet root beer.
Lights out, I'm your favorite. Too many ways, been in your place, there's delays. Added up plus signs, zeros on the table. Jiving and vibing, bring the beat later. Wanna make it bigger, just a little bit of flavor showing up to my space, I'm a fashion dealer. I'm your biggest bidder, meet me in the middle. I just don't wanna settle under these lucid dreams. I'm not just a vision.
What I did: strawberries, corn, green onions, tomatoes, zucchini, honey, onion, 2 bottles of soda. And I don't think I showed you all the stack of books that I ended up purchasing, or no, we didn't purchase, that I swapped at the book event. So these are it. So I really want to document and create my own personal archive of my life for me. I'm really excited. I don't really have any big trips planned. I'm going to see Jay-Z with my homegirl. We're going to close out summer with going to New Orleans for a girls trip. So yeah, no big vacation plans or anything this summer. More reason for me to really like get into these archives and get this ish done. So I'm excited. I'm excited for what the summer is going to look like for me. And let me know if you have a summer bucket list in the comments. I'd love to hear what's on your bucket list and how you're going to go about doing those things. But I'm going to end this vlog here, and then I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Fragrance, hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit, and I know your taste is a little bit, high maintenance, everybody else basic, you live life on an everyday basis, with